because it's not fun being lied about or slandered or smeared. And as I said before, you in a way get it worse. A tweet by one of these guys just this week to you was about how he's going to report you to the Department of Homeland Security when you come to the United States because he doesn't want an ex-terrorist here. I mean, this is really horrible stuff. How do you just deal with it on the personal level? It's exhausting, right?
You see, the thing with this tweet is it really raises an interesting insight. And again, I hope this guy really, changes his approach to this. But the interesting thing this raises is there's a liberal guy who ostensibly opposes profiling at airports, okay? Which, by the way, I've always done. I've always been you can find more that I've done against profiling than any of these voices. If you Google on YouTube, there's a whole debate I've had on BBC Newsnight, which is the flagship news show in the UK, against a left-wing Labour Party member of Parliament who also happens to be Muslim, who was advocating profiling 5 years ago. And I was debating him on that, saying, this is a silly idea. So I've always been against profiling, but so was this guy who sent the tweet you just referred to. Yet what's interesting is suddenly when somebody is breaking out of the group think and disassociating themselves with the tribal identity that we use to have this us and them kind of game that we referred to earlier, that you're either with the neocons or you're with us. And that kind of us and them relies on this tribal identity. When someone breaks free from that tribal identity and refuses to belong here or there, suddenly you find it's open season. That all the principles that we use to actually tarnish the neocons, it's the neocons who want to profile Muslims, it's the neocons who are racist, we're using that same racism against those dissenting voices. I was called a porch monkey. Right? I was called a native informant. I was called a house Muslim by white non-Muslims in this instance.
And supposedly reputable people. This isn't just random eggs on Twitter saying this.
No. Yeah. These are journalists that work for established organizations and write for established blogs. And then on top of that, you've just mentioned somebody saying, I hope DHS reads, the Department for Homeland Security reads your book before you come to the States, because I don't want an ex-terrorist coming into the United States. And I put aside the fact I was never a terrorist. That's advocating profiling by somebody who literally a day earlier had been on CNN accusing Sam Harris of advocating profiling.
Yeah.
And so it's suddenly what happens is when you break away from that group kind of tribal groupthink, it becomes open season.